Welcome to the 5th episode of the Untitled Podcast between myself, Stonewall, and my co-host, Lorenzo. How you doing, dog?
We back.
We back, and we have a new setup. We're actually facing each other. We usually do this in separate rooms, but we thought we'd mix it up. So, you're probably wondering, no podcast yesterday. You said we'd be back on the regular schedule. Well, your boy didn't get out till midnight last night at the good old Five Guys.
You want to tell them why? Long story short?
Long story short, my coworkers before me didn't do their job. I ain't gonna call anyone out, but literally grease was everywhere, Roach. And you know, at Five Guys, we deep clean, okay? So I was cleaning that floor for like an hour with my boy. So that's why there's no... This is the new pod that's gonna be coming out Thursday night. Most people will probably listen to it on Friday, the people that do listen.
We're not going to definitively say Thursday.
Yeah.
It'll be somewhere between Tuesday
and
Thursday.
No. I'm talking about this podcast.
Yes.
It's going to be out tonight.
Right.
Yeah. But from now on, Wednesday night, probably.
We'll try.
Thursday,
to Thursday,
definitely.
Tuesday to Thursday, I'd say.
Tuesday?
Just what if you work Wednesday and Thursday? Gotta move it back. Can't push it to Friday.
Why not? What's wrong with Friday,
Tuesday
bro?
to Thursday.
Alright, Tuesday to Thursday. Fine, you win that one.
Middle of the day. Week.
Middle of the day. Yeah, dude. So, now that we're looking at each other, this is so much different because I can look into your eyes when you're wrong. So, let's jump right into the NBA. The top story of the NBA is not the Lakers fight. The top story of the NBA is Blake Griffin dropping the 50 bomb.
Blake Griffin sucks.
Dude, I can't believe you think that. Blake Griffin does not suck.
Trade him.
No, if you have to trade somebody on that team, you trade Andre Drummond, bro.
No, you can trade him.
And you know who he dropped 50 on? The Sixers. And this even proves my theory. They're the 8th seed. Let's take a look at last week's rough draft. Actually, it's the Hawks on here because I was messing with you. But it's actually the Pistons. Let's not get it twisted. The Pistons are going to be the 8th seed. I have the Cavs at the 6th seed. That's not looking too good.
That is not looking
What are they,
good
1
at
and
all.
4 right now?
I think they're 0-4.
They haven't won a game.
Nope.
That's rough.
Have not.
LeBron
And
effects
Kevin's
are
not
real.
playing tonight.
The Kevin Love effect. They're better without him. It's like the Patrick Ewing effect. How they were better without him in that 2000 season. They were. They went to the finals without him. Patrick Ewing's knees at that point were dust. It was all Van Gundy. Latrell Sprewell was their best player. Latrell Sprewell. What a dog. So, is that your thoughts of Blake dropping 50, that he sucks?
I just think Blake sucks.
That's just mind-blowing to
Never
me.
thought he was good.
Why do you think he sucks?
You know, I'm entitled to my own opinion.
I actually don't know why I think he sucks. I'm just hating. That's what I just heard. And speaking of hating, I think I'm done hating Steph Curry, bro. I think I'm done with it. This whole anti-Steph train might need to stop.
It's time to admit.
He dropped 51. It's time to admit, after you won 2 MVPs, led the team to 73 and 9. It's time to admit
he's the greatest shooter in the history of the NBA.
Nah, it's still Ray Allen. But...
No, come on.
Okay, it's Steph Curry, but...
Nate Brown might be the greatest clutch shooter. Or the shooter.
Yeah, you know who's not the greatest clutch shooter ever? Steph Curry. He disappears in the finals. But, yeah. What are your thoughts on Steph dropping 51, other than it's business as usual?
Well, in 3 quarters, I mean...
It was in 3 quarters.
Business as usual. Imagine that dude playing...
The whole game?
The rest of the game.
It doesn't help the Wizards are terrible.
I know, but still, that's impressive. He could have easily topped 70.
You think?
I think
70,
the
big
big
7-0.
If they would have just if they would have kept him in there and just let him pour it on, I think so.
Yeah, how many points does that do? 3 quarters per quarter. What is that? Quick math.
Like 17.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. He could have got 70. If he's out there and he's like 68, he's like, I'll mess around and get 81.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. Steph Curry is actually good. You heard it here first. Steph Curry is good at basketball. Breaking news.
In case you didn't know, he's actually good.
Breaking news. He's good at basketball. And Frank, this NBA season has also been weird. How we talked about the NFL season being weird. NBA season very weird because
very high scoring, no defense.
And Andre Drummond got ejected for the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. That little Look up the clip, people at home.
It wasn't even like an aggressive elbow.
He literally
like
lifted his. Flip. He lifted his arm.
Yeah.
He's like doing a little chicken dance, and then Joel Embiid. I don't like Joel Embiid. Do you like Joel Embiid?
I like Joel Embiid.
I mean, I like him as a player.
I like the trashy talks.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
I think it's hilarious.
You can't guard me. That's how he sounds.
I think it's hilarious.
You like it?
I love it.
I hate it. I hate it. Because, first off, play more than 65 games in a season and maybe you can talk. You literally haven't played a full season. And you're acting like you're the best.
It's not all his fault. They restrict him.
You know why they restrict him? Because he can't play a full season.
Just because he had a little bit of injury. He was
a little bit. He missed the first 2 seasons of his career.
Once again, not his fault. The team kept him out. Probably would have played if he could.
That second season, he couldn't play. He probably
would have tried.
That was your your boy. Malcolm Brogdon won MVP. Not MVP.
My boy. What?
Rookie of the Year.
Why are you calling him my boy?
I don't know.
I have no connection to him at all. I don't.
Do you like Brogdon?
I mean, he's decent.
Do you think he's a bust?
No, he's not a bust.
You think Lonzo's a bust?
The second round, Lonzo is looking more and more like a bust.
What? He's been playing decent.
Bro, come on.
What? He's playing
You're gonna
decent.
sit there and say Lonzo's not a bust, but
yes.
also that Blake Griffin's good, dude. I don't get you.
What? They both are playing well.
Come on.
Blake Griffin just dropped 50.
Come on, dude.
He's dropped 50.
Come on.
Against the Sixers.
Stop. You're being absurd.
And did you see him dunk on Joel? I loved it.
I saw Joel let him dunk on him.
Oh, dude, you are insane. Why are you like this? Anyway, continuing on to NBA news. What do you think about Donovan Mitchell this season?
Well, it took him a little bit to get going, but he dropped 38.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And they got the dub against... Who was it? Was it the...
I don't know, bro. But I saw he dropped 38.
Against the Rockets.
The Rockets can't play defense.
The Rockets cannot play defense. And
without Chris Paul.
I think, like I said, it took him a little bit to get going, but he had a strong game, and I think he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
Second season. The Jazz are a scary team.
The problem with Donovan Mitchell is I think he's bought into this whole, his whole thing, you know? Like, I'm the next Kobe. People are saying, not he's the next Kobe, but, I have a little bit of Mamba in me, you know? Do you see some of the shots he's taking?
I have not really watched.
He literally just, it was the Warriors game. And he just kept driving and missing these stupid layups, bro. It looked very Kobe-esque.
Is that why the Warriors were able to come back and win that game?
Yeah. In that last minute, Joe Ingles had the hot hand, bro. Jingles was on fire. Jingles. I love Jingles. He's so good.
He's such a good player.
How old is he? 34? He's pretty old.
Let's figure this out.
Yeah, we have technology.
Yeah, exactly. I spelled Joe, J-O-W.
Joe Ingles.
Joe Ingles is 31.
31.
Younger than you thought. Younger than I thought.
He looks like he's a 42-year-old smoker. He looks like he smokes every time out. Look at the bags under his eyes are absurd.
From a distance, he looks like a Stony Crab.
I literally was about to say that. Shout out Stony Craft. He looks just like him. I was literally about to say that. Show me that picture.
Is that not your dad? Come on.
Let me take my glasses off.
Is that not your dad?
I think that's Stony.
I think it's your dad.
Yeah, he's close to 31.
Is Joe Ingles your dad?
I've never seen him in the same place at the same time. I'm gonna be honest.
Where's that child support?
Yeah, what? What do you mean? I feel like my dad secretly is Joe Ingles. But yeah, not liking how Donovan Mitchell's playing. But again, I'm high on Donovan Mitchell. I thought he should have won Rookie of the Year last year. But later, we'll go into my rankings of these young guys. Because later, we're actually drafting 25 or under players. What were you do? 5 on 5? You want to throw a 6-man in there?
We'll throw a 6-man.
Let's throw a 6-man.
We'll throw a 6-man.
We'll throw a 6-man. Yeah, we'll throw a 6-man in there.
Yeah.
Speaking of young guys, Trae Young, Luka Doncic clash. Okay. Bill Simmons my boy, loved that guy. Had a podcast with Quavo. And
Huncho.
he's talking. Do you like Quavo Huncho? I haven't listened to any of
Not
it.
really.
Really?
It's these.
I don't like Quavo by himself, not gonna lie. You know who has always been high on Quavo? Nate Irvin has been saying Quavo needs to go solo since probably Versace.
I'd love to hear his thoughts on Quavo Huncho.
He probably doesn't listen to it. He's busy listening to Gunna, Lil Baby,
I
6ix9ine.
I thought Quavo was my favorite Migos.
It's Takeoff, isn't it?
It's Offset.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do.
Bro, think about
From
it.
the bottom of my heart, it's Offset.
Just think about what bumps more.
Offset.
Takeoff. Stop. Okay, anyway. Let's rank the Migos. 1 Takeoff, 2 Offset, 3 Quavo.
I'm gonna go 1 Offset, 2 Takeoff, 3 Quavo.
Wow, people are
Quavo
putting
used to be at my number 1.
Me too, but
But
that was when
honestly,
I was a dirty casual.
Exactly.
I was like, Quavo, man. He gets the hooks every time.
Exactly. That's why
he's
I like
in a
him so
position to
much.
thrive.
He's good when he's in that position, but when he's not, he has to make something on his own.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Apparently, all the Migos like record separately. Like they don't like. I always pictured them just bumping in the studio together. But they like do like individual. So like just, Takeoff does his, Quavo.
Yeah, just like that shit.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you talking about? Oh, so he's talking about how Bill Simmons,
right?
How the highway robbery that was the Doncic for Trae Young trade, and he was talking to Quavo about it. He's like, honestly, like he said this verbatim. Luka Doncic doesn't fit the culture. Basically saying Luka Doncic is a white Slovenian. he doesn't fit Atlanta culture, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But Trae Young, come on, stop.
Doesn't look terrible.
He hit a crazy 35-footer.
He looks better than Lonzo does. I'll tell you that much.
I don't think that's true at all. Put Lonzo on the Hawks, see what happens.
Yeah, let's do that.
He'll pad his stats
He'll
like Trae Young will. What?
They won't be 2-2. They'd be 0-4.
They'd be 0-4. I feel like you're reading too much into this whole 4 games in thing. Because you're talking about how like the Bucks 4-0 earlier.
The Bucks have looked good though. You seen the teams they beat?
No.
The Celtics, the Sixers.
Yeah, that's the cream of the crop in the East.
Exactly.
But think about it, bro. It's only 4 games in.
I know, but think about it, bro. Those are 2 of the better teams in the NBA.
Yeah, you're right. I'm jumping on this whole the Raptors gonna get the 1 seed.
The Raptors have looked really good too.
Yeah, Kawhi.
5-0.
Kawhi's not looking like 100%.
But he's still dominating.
But he's dominating. Did you see that steal he got without looking?
Yes.
He's so good. If I'm the Spurs, I'd make him.
And he's not even back.
I know. He has like a sneaky old man type thing going. Like he's not like he doesn't have his bounce or anything like that. But he's just like a good basketball player. That's like this whole Trae Young Luka thing. Like Luka Doncic played out of his mind. Like not out of his mind, but
to start the game.
He's just crafty.
Right.
And like it just looks like when you see Trae Young and Luka Doncic play like in the same game, you know who's going to be the better player because he's just more all around. Like Luka Doncic last year was playing against the second highest basketball league in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I just love.
How old
Luka.
was he? 19.
Yeah, he was 19. EuroLeague MVP, EuroLeague Finals MVP, Final Four MVP, EuroLeague champion.
19.
Only 19 years old. Trae Young couldn't have done that in that league because once college teams figured out how to guard him, and it's only the 4th game. No one cares.
Also, once college teams figured out he was the only player on that team.
Yeah, that's true. Once NBA players figure out that Trae Young's the only competent player on that Hawks team, maybe they'll do the same thing.
Vince Carter, come on, man.
Yeah, what does he play, like 15 minutes a game?
Probably less than that.
He's just there for the tickets. You have to have. So, 2K, what was last? 2K18. It was like the story mode from IGM. The owner makes you trade for Vince Carter.
Why?
Because he'll give you like ticket stuff or whatever. Like
what the heck?
He'll raise ticket prices and people will come. I don't think people are paying tickets to see Vince Carter. Maybe. Have you like those clips of those foreign people that say they come to see Vince Carter, like their favorite
I've never
basketball
seen
player.
that.
Really? Yeah, there's a bunch of videos of like people holding up signs and like, I came all the way to see Vince Carter or whatever. That's mind blowing.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's an NBA legend. Hall of Famer.
Probably. I mean, if I had to say based off like basketball accolades, I'd say no.
Yeah.
But I'd also say Tracy McGrady probably shouldn't be in either. I kind of feel like they let everybody in. Like Grant Hill should probably be in. I'm just thinking like Tracy McGrady. The fact he's in just kind of.
Tracy McGrady said he'd average 35 points a game in today's NBA.
Okay, you can say that all he wants, but I mean, I can say it. I could average 35 points in the 70s.
Any player could say they'd average 100 points in the 50s,
yeah, when
60s.
Wilt played. Wilt was a monster. All right, so let's talk about the Lakers fight. Whose side are you on? Are you on the Chris Paul side or the Rondo side?
I'm on the Rondo side of this.
I am too, buddy.
Honestly, at first I just heard the reports. You know, Chris Paul thought Rondo spit in his face, or Rondo stated that Rondo did spit in his face.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that sounds like Rondo, something he'd do.
Sounds
Honestly,
about right.
Not that surprising. But then the more I looked into it, and the more I heard from Rondo's side, he's like, look at Melo and PJ Tucker in that video. If I would have spit, they were right there. Like,
Yeah.
they would have noticed. They didn't flinch at all. Like nothing happened.
Yeah. Did you see like this? It was like the Warren Commission trying to figure out who shot Kennedy. I swear.
Yeah.
They like zoomed in
when
on
I
like
watched the
spit.
video again, it's like slower in like slow motion. You kind of see. I don't know if it's more like a breath. It's not a spit.
It looks like he gleeked.
Like he
was talking.
Like something does come out of his mouth, and you see Chris Paul's face like flinch, but I don't think he spit.
Have you heard this theory that Carmelo Anthony spit?
Yes, I have.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that at all.
I mean, I wouldn't like if Rondo spit on him. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly. But I just don't think he did. And then he comes out. People don't know.
Yeah, what Chris
real
Paul all
Chris
about.
Paul.
But
they want to see him as
knew,
a good guy.
I knew what the real Chris Paul is all about.
They want to see Chris Paul as the good guy. They don't know how he treats.
I always said he was a bad teammate.
He's a bad teammate.
Have you seen like so there's videos of Harden and Chris Paul, and he's like pointing at him, like telling him what to do, and like then he like tries to give him nugs, and then James Harden literally like punches his fist out of his face.
What the heck?
He's like, no, bro, I'm not just gonna make up with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chris Paul, not a good guy. And Rondo
he is a good guy.
I mean, he's a good guy.
He's just...
I mean, I've seen the State Farm commercials. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. I'm not
a
knocking
good
his
teammate.
character.
I'm knocking
he's
his
not
character.
a good teammate.
He's kind of a D-bag. Like, DeAndre Jordan.
Any friend of LeBron's.
Chris Paul. He's friends with Carmelo and Chris Paul. I don't think I'm friends with I don't know about that.
I feel like I'm part of the banana boat.
Gabrielle Union, that's me. Someone photoshopped me as Gabrielle Union. So, and then like, Schmill's gonna be on that right now. He's already doing it.
You already know. I'll wake up to it tomorrow.
What was I gonna say? Oh, and like he locked DeAndre Jordan in his house. What kind of teammate does that?
Yeah, and I don't know.
But let's be honest.
You heard about those reports in LA too.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
like Glenn Davis saying. Rondo touched up Chris Paul. I'll tell you that right now. he was touching him up.
I don't know what Brandon Ingram was doing.
Oh,
honestly, come on. I mean, I understand you're trying to stick up for your teammate, but that's an idiot.
The push before on Harden. Have you seen this? That's like, get out of my face. Like, yeah. I see why he pushed him. That was an all-time thing, but like, no respect for James Harden. From a 20-year-old. Is Brandon Ingram 20?
I think so. Or like maybe 21.
About to be 21 or something like that. But yeah. That's so funny. He pushed James Harden. 21. And then when he runs in and tries to like punch in, it literally looks like he's flaring his arm like and hitting with this part of his knuckle.
Yeah, like his front side of his knuckles.
So stupid. He like flared his arm in there.
Right.
He should have been suspended for 20 games for that punch. Yeah. Just because it was terrible.
It was terrible.
Adam Silver could have been like, come on. You're making the league look bad.
You're making us look like a bunch of wusses.
Yeah, but So people are saying like, is the toughness of the NBA back now? Like back in the day of like Shaq when he.
No.
I don't think so.
It's
either.
still not officiated that way, so no.
Yeah, and the fact that like they got 4 games to spend, 4, 3, and 2, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
Like no one wants to miss that many games, especially when the West is as tight as it is. You know, it's insane because there's so many good teams in the West. I'm not freaking out about 1 and 3 for the Lakers, but that's not a good start.
It's not
when you're
especially
trying to
in the Western Conference.
That's what I'm saying.
So tight.
Like you can't, and the fact that Brandon Ingram is suspended 4 games, like that's a lot.
Yeah, that's
especially when the 3 seed and the 8 seed and the 3 and 10 seed are probably going to be split by like 4 games.
Yep. It's not the East. You can't get it together by Christmas. You gotta get it together.
That's
now.
true. That is very true. You do have to get it together now. Speaking of Houston, the newest trade that Daryl Morey put in front of Tibbs, 4 first-round picks for Jimmy Butler. He's not getting traded. We should just stop.
At this point, I don't think he's going to get traded.
No.
Should he be traded? Honestly, I don't think he should be traded.
I don't think so either.
But if I'm the Timberwolves and I see 4 first-round picks, even if it's from, are they all the Rockets picks, or are they coming from other
Probably
teams?
not. I think they're here.
I don't know what teams they're coming from, but
yeah.
I mean, 4 first-round picks. I think I like that.
Yeah.
Over a player who's going to leave.
Is he going to leave though?
He's going to leave after this season.
You think? Even like, okay. So next year the Rockets only have their pick. 2020 they have their pick. 20 they're all their picks. Yeah, they don't have all the other picks they have. I knew they had a bunch of picks, but they're on like the second round.
Yeah, so they're all the Rockets picks. And you can't give a back-to-back season, so it's probably through what, like 2025?
It's got to be. So if they give next year's, they can't give 2020s.
Right.
I think it's kind of
19,
stupid.
21, 20, yeah, through 25.
That's crazy.
I mean, look at the Rockets team now. They give up their future.
Yeah.
If I'm the Timberwolves, I'm like...
But they don't really. They give up every other year. You see what I'm saying? It's not as bad as like the Nets when they gave up 5 years worth of picks. That blows my mind, bro. What was that dude's name? I don't know. His name doesn't deserve to be known. So yeah, the Stepien rule. You can only trade. You can't trade your own first round pick 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
How long's that been a thing? Not that long. Since the Nets. But this dude was the Cavs. So at one point, the Cavs had traded 5 consecutive first-round picks covering 1982 until 1985. The NBA therefore instituted the Stepien rule, which states that a team cannot. Yep. Ted Stepien. Wow. The more you know, man. So they basically named it after the idiot that traded away all the picks.
Yeah.
That's so funny. It's kind of messed up.
I always thought it was called Stepien because it's like
Oh my lord! I guess you've never seen it written down, have you?
No.
Yeah. The only reason I know, I knew it was a name was because of 2K.
And also I have to think
because when I'm trying to get Anthony Davis, it only lets me trade.
When I'm trying to get Anthony Davis,
I can't trade the next 5 years worth of picks because that's the prize. That's why they're not moving on Jimmy Butler.
Right.
Is because maybe the Pelicans are going to trade Anthony Davis, which we all know needs to happen. As a basketball fan,
I don't think I want to see it happen.
Why not? You like seeing him on not a bad team.
They're not a bad team.
Just on his own.
They're not going to be able to win, but
that's the thing. This team is capped. I want to see.
They're capped just because of the Warriors.
Even in the West,
they're capped by the Warriors. Every team in the West is capped by the Warriors. If KD leaves,
I still think.
Let's say he goes to the East. Let's say he goes to New York. If
no,
KD
he's
leaves,
going to Detroit. Stop.
Whatever, wherever they go,
That'd be so stupid.
It doesn't matter. If the Warriors dissolve and are no longer the Warriors, and it opens up the rest of the league again, I think this Pelicans team could be competitive, even in the West. Currently constructed.
I can't even imagine.
They only got better.
Do you think KD's gonna leave next year?
I think he'll leave.
I don't see why he'd leave. Honestly.
I don't see why he'd leave either, but I think he's going to leave.
If he goes to New York, that'd be wild. Him, Kristaps.
But I also didn't think he was going to leave OKC, and especially not for Golden State. So who knows what this snake has up his boot?
There's a snake in my boot. When he did, I remembered like my initial thought, like just shock. I literally was traumatized.
I couldn't move. I saw it and I couldn't.
I was paralyzed, bro.
Stuck there on the toilet. Thought I was gonna fall in.
Dude, you're nuts. I thought I was gonna fall in. So Butler not getting moved. We just need to stop this.
Right.
We're not talking about him anymore.
I know.
This is like this 4
We're speculating.
4 episodes of this pod. We have 5. We've talked about Jimmy Butler getting traded. This is it. No more. All right.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. See you next week, Jimmy Butler. All right. So let's get in to this little thing I came up with. 25 or under NBA players we're drafting. Let me make a little sheet here. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and then 6th man. Okay. I feel like we should go 7. Nah, 6 is fine. 12. Is 12. That's good.
Heads or tails? I got a coin flip right here.
Where? I want to see it. Okay. I get to go first?
Yeah, just pick.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 50-50. Heads.
Yes! Alright, you get first pick.
Alright, first pick. I didn't put center, dude. I'm so stupid. I was like, there's only 5 spots here. Point guard. Shooting guard.
Teams from last
small
week.
Forward. What teams?
Like our
power forward.
Our playoff order.
Oh, really? You didn't write them down?
No, I remember it though.
I don't think you do.
No, I actually do.
Okay, so
I am gonna write this down on my notes.
I'm writing this down right here. So, the first pick of the 25 or under players. I gotta be Anthony Davis. He's only 25, dude.
That's wild.
It feels like he's been in the league forever.
He feels, yes,
I'm putting him at center.
I feel like he's a 30-year-old vet who's been dominating the league for 6 years.
Yeah, which is crazy because
he has been dominating the league for 6 years, but he's just not 30.
Well, the whole thing's it hasn't been 6 years, but the whole thing was like he can't stay healthy, and I feel like we're past that clearly.
Yeah.
Because now people are talking about him.
That's what's happening with Joel Embiid.
No, it's not.
I mean, it wasn't to that extent, but he couldn't stay healthy. Now he's staying healthy.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw him wear this huge mask last year.
Okay, but
what else? Did he hurt his hand?
That was a freak accident.
He's just injury prone, bro.
Sorry.
Trouble finds him. It's not his fault, but he just can't stay healthy, bro. That's all I'm saying. All right, so AD first pick. Who you got? Here, I'll put your team here too, because I just want to see it.
If AD's consensus number 1, Giannis has to be number 2.
He does.
I'm taking Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Are you putting that power forward or small forward?
We'll see who's left.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely putting AD at center. I might not
He's
actually.
Flexible.
He is flexible. I'll have him play point guard.
Yeah.
So you have Giannis. I need to pull up my list.
I got my list ready.
I have this. You're in the war room, everybody. You're hearing it.
We have not put any thought into
this. This is off the dome piece. This is a long-term team, right? I'm building this team for the future.
Right.
I'm taking Ben Simmons.
I hate you.
I'm taking Ben Simmons. He's going at point guard for sure, 100%. What do you got? Did I just throw a wrench in your plans? Did you not think I was going to take him?
Well, I mean, honestly, no.
Really?
So I guess if you're taking Ben Simmons, let's see. I got Giannis. Let's build a team around Giannis.
Around him. You need shooters.
Taking a young dog, Jason Tatum.
Bro, what? I'm shocked.
And you know what? Giannis is at 4, Jason Tatum at 3.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
This kid's a killer.
This kid, he's our age. He's a kid, bro. He's our age. Come on, he ain't no kid. Okay. Dang, you took Tatum? That's wild. I didn't think you were gonna take him. Dude. I'm trying to build a good team. See here, I was thinking about Embiid, but I think I really want my man in the middle to be AD.
Dope.
So I'm taking Porzingis.
Porzingdad.
Yeah.
You're gonna put Porzingis at 4?
Yeah. His natural position. When he got drafted, people were freaking out. I literally said he could be the next Dirk, and I think I'm
shaping up to be.
I'm on the right track.
Hopefully, he comes back from that knee injury.
That's a bad knee injury too.
I know, especially for a 7-footer.
Yeah, for sure. It's not good, but it's not terrible. And maybe he'll be better if he's more grounded. The fact that he can jump like that's crazy though.
Right.
If he never gets back to what he was, that's sad. But still, he can live. Who you got?
All right, I'm taking Joel Embiid.
Oh, okay.
Putting him at the center spot. Get yourself a rim protector who can spread the floor.
Yeah. Are our teams playing against each other? Or are we playing a season?
I would like them to play each other.
Yeah, in the championship. You're right. I'm in the East. You're in the West.
Sure.
You have to go through the gauntlet.
Okay. Makes sense. You won the coin flip.
I don't know, man. I think I'm going to do it.
I think my next pick's going to baffle you. You're not going to see it coming.
I'm taking Luka.
I'm
Luka Doncic.
I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, it's a little early. But I want to lock him up, you know.
Surprised you're not taking your bust Lonzo.
We're getting there.
Interesting.
Nah, he's not. He's not in my plans for this franchise.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a point guard.
Can you not find one?
I mean, I do see a few, but I don't want to take one.
I have one. I have a point guard.
I know you do. All right.
I'm ready.
I'm going to take Devin Booker.
Devin Booker? Booch Daddy.
With the 4 spot.
Oh, the 4th. I was like, what do you mean he's going to play the 4? Yeah, I got you.
With my 4th pick.
Devin Booker, what an idiot.
Surround Giannis with shooters.
Word on the street is he injured himself on a bird. That's the word on the street.
Word on the street is that's dope.
What a way to go out. Alright, I'm taking Brandon Ingram.
Interesting.
I have a long team.
Betting on upside with that one.
Got a long team. What?
Betting on upside with that one a little bit.
What do you mean? I feel like he's kind of proven. For the 9th pick in this under 25 draft, bro. Luka 7th. That was upside right there.
Alright. If I'm going guards. Ball handlers.
You need a ball handler, bro.
Under 25 that's actually good is a problem here.
I mean, this is my big board if I had to rank the ball handlers right now. Jamal Murray probably number 1.
I was going to take Jamal Murray.
Are you going to take him?
Yeah.
Okay, Jamal Murray.
I was going to take Jamal Murray.
Okay.
Throw him in there. Give me him at the number 1 spot.
Murray. There he is. The 10th player in the under 25 draft. Oh, 25 and under. Okay.
11.
Let me think, bro. Let me think. They have Ayton listed as a power forward on this website. What an idiot. Dude, I don't know. Oh, I know. I need a guy with grit and grind. I'm taking Marcus Smart.
Interesting.
Who do you think I was talking about?
No.
Oh, I thought you had a look on your face like you knew who I was talking about.
No, I'm just kind of surprised you took Marcus Smart.
He gives some backbone to this team. He's the Rondo of this generation.
I agree with that.
He's so good. The Celtics are stacked, bro.
You know, I'm really surprised someone's still on this list.
Donovan Mitchell. I just now thought of it.
Yeah.
I knew we were gonna leave somebody.
I don't want to take him though, because I'm thinking about Giannis.
Yeah, you're thinking about I was thinking about the cohesion of my team. Donovan Mitchell thinks he's better than everybody else.
I'm thinking about Giannis here.
Think about him. What's he
Mitchell
need?
needs the ball in his hands.
He does.
So I'm gonna have to leave him on the board, and I'm taking Gary Harris at my number 6 spot. 6 man.
Gary Harris. Unreal.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah. I'm not sitting here saying Donovan Mitchell's bad.
Right.
I thought he should have won Rookie of the Year.
It is for your team.
The team I'm looking for here, long, lengthy. These guys can lock down if they need to.
The team I'm looking for here, give Giannis the ball. Everyone else can shoot.
Yeah. Gary Harris, dude.
Gary Harris
did not think I'd see that name in here.
Off the bench.
That's a good bench player right there. I remember when he was coming off the bench with the Nuggets. That was kind of deadly. I haven't watched the Nuggets play at all. So here's my team.
Notable omissions. Jokic. Towns. Mitchell.
No Towns. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Mitchell.
Yeah. No Mitchell.
Capella. Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Throw in Miles Turner, man.
That's not notable. That's not notable.
That's pretty much it for notable omissions.
How old Oladipo?
I feel like he's 26 or 27.
Oh, yeah, because he stayed all 4 years. Right? No, he didn't. He left after his sophomore year.
Victor Oladipo age. Well, I feel like he's 26.
Is he? Yeah. He was the ineligible. Yeah, if I could have had... Yeah. If Oladipo
I
was
would have taken
eligible.
Tricky Vic.
Yeah, he would have been pretty early, I think. Let's see. He probably would have been... the 5th pick, maybe? I don't know. So here's my team, the Young Dons. I'm putting that up there. The Young Dons. I like that name. It's like that's one of my fantasy team names. The one that's 6-1.
Right.
What's your fantasy team in that league?
7-0. But
no, they're 5-2. Don't lie to yourself.
7-0.
They're 5-2.
We all know what it should be.
But that's not what it is, though. 5-2.
Who's your one loss coming from?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's like the Jaguars saying, "Oh, we beat the Patriots. We beat the Patriots." The Patriots are sitting pretty, and so are the Young Dons.
Let's leave that.
You're the Jaguars of the
Let's
league.
leave that out.
I'm not leaving it out. I have 1 loss. You have 2.
Let's leave it out.
Okay. You can leave that out, dummy. All right. The Young Dons, point guard. Ben Simmons, shooting guard, Luka Doncic, small forward, Brandon Ingram, power forward, Kristaps Porzingis, center, Anthony Davis, the second best player in the league, 6th man, Marcus Smart. Do you have your team listed, or do you want me to say it out for you?
I don't have my team listed.
All right.
But
Lorenzo Roach's 5-2s. The 5-2s.
I was trying to make a funny Greek name, but I don't know.
A Greek name?
Yeah, because Greek free.
The fiscal apocalypse that is Greece. The fiscal apocalypse. The 4 horsemen of the fiscal apocalypse. The 6 horsemen of the fiscal apocalypse. In case anyone's wondering, Greece's financial...
Yeah, I feel like you're the only one that knew that.
I'm educating the listeners. Greece's economy is in the tubes. Honestly... Giannis Antetokounmpo might be the highest grossing citizen of Greece.
True.
So, I'll list them for you. Point guard Jamal Murray. Shooting guard Devin Booker. Small forward Jason Tatum. Power forward Giannis Antetokounmpo. The center, the cancer that is Joel Embiid. That's a locker room cancer right there, buddy.
He's a guy I want on my team.
Really? He's a guy I kind of want to hate.
I kind of hate you for saying that.
I mean, he's just like one of those guys that I feel like I'm going to root against. Like Draymond. He's not Draymond level, but he's just someone I'll root against.
He's not. He's someone I'll go for.
Okay. 6th man, Gary Harris. real talk though. If you had to pick one of the Sixers, would you rather have Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid?
Joel Embiid.
Would you? I don't know what.
As of now, because Ben Simmons can't shoot.
Yeah.
If Ben Simmons could shoot, different story.
I feel like Ben Simmons doesn't need to know how to shoot though.
But
Like Giannis kind of, but he
Giannis
obviously he's
can't.
not a specimen. What?
Giannis can't shoot.
He can't. He literally cannot shoot.
He literally can shoot. I'm not saying he can
Drain threes.
but he can shoot mid-range jumpers.
Okay, so can Ben Simmons.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. He can hit free throws
Bro.
and he can hit jumpers
Bro.
from mid-range.
Bro, stop.
What? All right, moving on. Let's talk a little bit about the NFL. We don't really have much. We already kind of mentioned it. The Jags implosion.
Speaking of the Jags, I just saw right now they will be down 3 corners.
3 corners.
Against the Eagles.
Who?
They will be without 3 of their top 4 cornerbacks, including All-Pro AJ Boye, Tyler Patton, and DJ Hayden.
AJ Boye is nuts.
So they're going to have 3 rookie cornerbacks and Jalen Ramsey.
That's so funny. Like Jalen Ramsey talking crap about Tyreek Hill.
He pops off.
He's literally the best. Like he has the most yard. Like he's the best fantasy receiver right now.
Yep.
You know who has him? The Young Dons. What a good pick.
You know who he didn't help you beat? GOAT status.
How can you be the GOAT when you're 5-2? What?
We all know the regular season doesn't matter. Let's get to the playoffs, please.
All right, you're not gonna make it to the finals, so
let's get to the
you'll
playoffs.
lose in the first round.
I probably will because
You're gonna play the Taylor Trojans.
I don't have any Rams though. Do you?
I have 2 Rams,
That's scary, buddy.
but I mean, I don't think I'm even playing any of them this week.
I got some.
I have Emmanuel Sanders.
Rams D. That's easily replaced.
Is it? The Rams D is easily replaced.
Oh, for sure.
24 points can you
I got
easily
Melvin Gordon,
replace?
Kamara, Breeze, Adams.
No, let me take a look at my fantasy team, bro.
This is the money league right here.
The money league.
Throw in Aaron Jones once he finally starts getting the rock.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Aaron Jones, dude. If I have to hear about Aaron Jones one more time, then I'm gonna lose my mind.
Aaron Jones is so good.
Pat Mahomes still gonna be slinging it. Saquon, you know he's the second highest scoring running back. Saquon.
Did you know he's has the second most scrimmage yards out of all running backs in the league?
I did not know that, but that makes sense. Hello? Hello, is there a ghost in here? Is there a ghost?
I'm not sure.
Alright, so Jags imploding. That's basically it. I can't think of anything else.
There's not much more to say there. I mean, Blake Bortles just sucks.
They benched him, didn't they?
He loses them games. Yeah, they benched him for Cody Kessler.
He gets the job done.
Doesn't really come on, Jim Ramsey. You know you said that because if you didn't,
Everyone would be all over. He should have
this
just
would
not
have
said
happened
anything.
earlier.
Did he not say anything about Blake Bortles and someone was like, what do you think of Blake
I
Bortles?
honestly don't know.
I feel like that's what happened.
Then you just had to say something.
Yeah, he's like, gets a job done. That's so funny. Alright. So, I actually haven't thought about this at all since you mentioned it, but we're doing the college football playoff top 4. Let me put them here. 1, Michigan. No, I'm
I
playing.
hate you. Let's put it here. 1, Wisconsin.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you sound like.
What? How can you say that? Alright, as of right now. Honestly, as of right now, Michigan probably not in the top 4.
That's correct.
But I'm going to put them in it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Because
It's realistic.
they're number 5.
It is realistic.
Let me bring up the rankings, the AP rankings. All right. Who's your number 4, buddy?
My number 4?
Yeah. Let's go number 4. Or should go number 1. Number 1's probably more definitive.
For sure.
Yeah, go number 1.
Number 1, I think it's a consensus Alabama.
Yep, for sure. I'll put Alabama there too. Alabama. All right.
Not much to say there. It's Alabama.
Not really.
They
beat bad teams.
They beat up on bad teams. SEC's
I-
a little overrated.
Dude, let's talk about this. So, it makes me so mad that Alabama has to play one team every year. Georgia. That's the only good team they have to play. And whoever they play in the championship.
Right.
Well, and they have to play Auburn, but Auburn's good every 4 years.
Yeah, it seems like.
It's like a full moon.
Yeah.
So, it's like the eclipse.
Once every 4 years, aka 4 weeks, once a month.
No, I'm just saying the college football full moon.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. But
I pick up what you're putting down.
Yeah. So we agree on number 1. Number 2, Clemson?
This is interesting.
Because there's a lot of good teams up here. You know what?
I need to look at remaining schedules.
You're going to look at the remaining schedules.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to put Notre Dame at number 2. They honestly should have lost to Michigan. And they shouldn't even be in the conversation. But, if Notre Dame's ranked higher, then Michigan will go higher. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they're attached to them now.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll just keep going.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Go to Notre Dame. Who you got for number 2?
Looking at these schedules real fast. LSU plays Alabama this week. That's huge.
Yeah, so one of them's out.
So, if I'm putting Alabama at my definitive 1, LSU can't be in there.
Well, I mean, they could be for this week, but... Oh, we're predicting the end, though.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here.
Right.
Oh, well.
So, if I'm going number 2...
I'm redoing them all now. Number 1's still going to be Alabama, though.
Right. This is what we think is going to happen by the end of the season.
Yeah, so my number 2 now is Michigan because I think they're going to win out.
Okay.
Well...
So you don't think Notre Dame's going to be in there?
No, I think they're going to lose.
All right. If I'm going with the number 2, I'm going to say Notre Dame.
Do you think they're going to win out?
I think they'll win out. Their schedule was not...
Yeah, it's not good, but I can see them losing to USC.
They don't have to play a championship game, so...
Yeah, that's the
hurts
thing.
them, but...
But if they go undefeated...
Exactly.
They're going to get in.
And I think they've looked impressive enough.
Yeah. There's just some trap games there,
Maybe
bro.
Northwestern, Florida State, Syracuse, USC. The only trap games I see
USC and Northwestern, I think.
The only trap game I see there is Syracuse.
You don't think USC's a trap
game?
Maybe
Northwestern.
They're in California.
USC is a trap game. They dominated USC last year with Sam Darnold. This USC team is worse. This Notre Dame team is better.
But I'm just... College football's weird, bro. That doesn't matter. Michigan loses to Iowa every time they go in Iowa.
Syracuse started season 4-0. They played Clemson really tight.
Okay. That's fine. I just think they're going to lose one of those games. I can see them messing that up. Classic Notre Dame is if they lose to one of these games.
Yeah, that is classic Notre Dame. I think they're going to win out, though, so I put them at 2.
Okay. Number 3, I'm going Clemson. They'll make the top 4 again.
All right.
And honestly, if Clemson goes to the champion, they'll probably be 2. 2 and 3 will probably flip for me. So 2 will probably be Clemson, 3 Michigan. Number 4.
I'm going to put Clemson in at my number 3.
Okay.
As well.
Who's your number 4?
I'm just looking at their remaining schedule. They play Florida State, Louisville, Boston College, Duke, South Carolina. And then they're probably going to play Virginia Tech in the ACC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think...
That's some cakewalks.
I think they're going to... I'm not going to say easily, but I think they'll win out without much of a challenge. And I like them to go at number 3.
Yep. You want me to go first for number 4? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, I think Texas is going to be number 4.
Bro.
Is that who your number 4 is?
That's who I had at my number 4 was Texas. Whoever wins Texas or... Well, they both have to win out, obviously. And then whoever wins that Big 12 championship between Oklahoma or Texas is winning.
Yeah. But I just want to see Texas in the top 4.
It's been too long.
Bama, Texas, dude. What's more American than that?
Exactly.
And then Michigan could play the winner. That'd be so American. Clemson, that's a new development.
Michigan could lose 2 national championships.
What do you mean?
In the past year for you. How would you feel about that?
What do you mean?
Basketball? Football?
Oh. It's the way of the road.
And the Pats losing the Super Bowl? What a loser.
At least my team's getting the position to lose in the big stage.
I don't know if I'd rather have that.
It's rough. You've never lost a Super Bowl, bro. You don't know what it's like. It's tough. 3 in my lifetime.
1-0.
3 in my lifetime, bro. Not fun.
Oh, you know it's 5 and 3.
I'll take that. I'll take that over 1-0. But Michigan losing that national championship game to Villanova, that was happening, bro. They got outclassed. No one could make anything except for Wagner.
I remember sitting there eating my Subway,
just watching them implode.
Trying to not bother you because you were in such a denied state.
Poor Mo Wagner, dude. He played his heart out.
Dante DiVincenzo. Who is this guy?
Yeah,
he's on that Bucks team for now.
Yeah, he is. Is he playing?
Yeah.
8 minutes. Look up the minutes to that. All right, so there's our top 4. Mine: 1 Alabama, 2 Michigan, 3 Clemson, 4 Texas. Not right now. Not my top 4 right now, but this is what I think it's going to be. What's your top 4 again? Bama, Notre Dame, Clemson, Texas?
Yep.
So ours are the same except Michigan.
Notre Dame and Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't think Michigan gets in.
You don't even if they win out. No. If they win the Big Ten with 1 non-conference loss, you don't think they're getting in. They get in over Texas. If they beat Michigan State on the road, Penn State, Wisconsin, Ohio State on the road, and the championship game. If they run the table in the Big Ten, bless you, but you're dumb. So I take my bless you back. Because you said that.
Ouch. Let's see. Texas plays Oklahoma State. They play 13 West Virginia, which is a good win. Texas Tech, Iowa State, Kansas to finish out the season. They did have that early loss to Maryland, but those early season losses can easily be forgiven.
Yeah, you know what can be easily forgiven? The Notre Dame loss. That can be more forgiven than Maryland. If it goes in, I swear, bro, I've seen Michigan be a 2-loss team, and I thought they were going to get in over Washington that one year. I didn't think they were going to get in, but I thought they had a good chance. I swear to the Lord above, dude, if they beat Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan State, Wisconsin, and win the Big Ten title.
And don't get in over Texas?
And they don't get in over Texas, dude. I am dropping out of college. I'm moving to California and then hopping on a boat to China. That's what I'm doing.
To North Korea.
Take me. I'm American.
Take me, Kim Jong-un.
Take me.
Please.
I'm friends with Dennis Rodman. That's what I'll say. Like, no way, really? Yeah, for sure. So, let's be honest. That's not happening. If Michigan wins out, they're getting in.
But Michigan's not going to win out.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying if they do.
I'm just saying if they don't.
I mean, if they don't, they're not in. What? I don't know. There still might be conversation about it, honestly. If they,
I'm telling you, I don't think you can definitively say they're in if they went out over Texas.
You're dumb if you think that. Honestly, you're dumb if you think that. If you think you're just saying this to be contrary. I know you are. If they win the Big Ten, don't lose a single Big Ten game, and they don't get in, you think, sitting right there, they're not getting in. Yeah, that's what I thought. Moving on. I'm shocked. I'm so mad right now.
You're telling me Texas wins, does not lose a Big 12 game. They beat Oklahoma
You know
twice.
what? They actually lost to a Big 10 team. So that makes it even. That makes it perfect. They lost to a Big 10 team.
By 5 points. Beginning of the season.
Okay. They lost to Notre Dame. Beginning of the season. Who could be a top 4 team.
Who could be, but they might lose like 3.
This is all could be's. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
I'm just saying. I'm taking Texas over Michigan.
If they both win out.
If they're both undefeated in conference play. Yes.
And it goes down to someone who lost to Maryland and someone that lost to Notre Dame. You're taking the one that lost to Maryland, dude. You're so
they
dumb.
have the more impressive wins.
You don't
Oklahoma
believe
twice
that.
in West Virginia.
You don't believe that. that.
What do you mean?
You can't sit there and just destroy the Big Ten like that.
The Big Ten beats up on each other.
I know. And if they win every Big Ten game, that's insane. Oh my gosh. My mic is probably blown out now. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm crying.
Calm down.
Okay.
Text in F4.
Alright. Let's move on to the UFC.
Alright.
Our UFC news. The longest reigning champion in UFC history, Demetrius Johnson, gets traded, quotation marks, to One Championship Fighting for Ben Askren, longtime champion of the welterweight division in one. What do you think of DJ not being in the UFC anymore?
I don't think I ever would see the day that DJ was not in the UFC.
It's so weird. Their longest reigning champion ever. People think this is the best fighter ever. They're dumb, but
at the end of the day, I understand why, because he did just lose.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to work his way back up.
I thought he should have got a rematch immediately.
Right away.
Yeah, because he lost a close decision, and he was the champion forever.
Yeah. But, I mean, and then he's not getting any younger.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I don't know, how old is this Askren dude? I've never heard of him.
He's pretty old. He's like 32, 33.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, then that doesn't really make sense to me.
No. It's just because they think Askren's a bigger draw.
Right.
Because something like this never happens, like you said, or like we were talking earlier, you said the UFC is the best of the best. That's more, like, it's rare someone as good as Ben Askren doesn't make it, like, doesn't go through the UFC.
Right. So the UFC wants him.
Yeah. They just.
And it depends. How long is DJ's deal? Because if he's out of one in a year or two, do you just go back to the UFC?
I don't think he's going to, though, because his head coach is like a vice president of one. So I think he wants to go there.
He kind of wanted to go.
Yeah, I think he wanted to leave. Yeah. And, like, he's always felt like the UFC doesn't respect him because he's a small guy, so he doesn't headline these things. But at the end of the day, no one pays to see Demetrius Johnson fight. You know what I mean? He's a good, like, complimentary thing.
Yeah.
So, it sucks for Demetrius Johnson because he was never, like, considered, like, in that high regard. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was by, like, purists, right? But, like, the casuals don't pay to see him because he's a small guy. But yeah, it's weird. And, like, so Dominic Cruz, he was the longtime champion of the bantamweight division. He was the champion when they made the 125 division. And he said that he's the one that made the division, and then because all these small guys were trying to come up and fight him, but they kept losing. Like, Demetrius Johnson got handled by Dominic Cruz. Like, he just got thrown around because he was so small. And now he's saying that they realized that they can't sell anything, so they're just going to make the division go away. And, like, Henry Cejudo wants to fight, what's the name? TJ Dillashaw. Mm-hmm. Did you watch any of that Cejudo Demetrius Johnson fight? It was like a wrestling
When was
clinic.
that, back in the summer?
Yeah, it was the same card as Dillashaw Garbrandt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it's so weird. And, like, I don't know. Ben Askren always said he wanted to fight GSP, but he's not going to fight GSP.
What weight class is
Ben Askren? 170.
So welterweight?
Yeah.
You said a potential Askren GSP fight?
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
That'd be interesting.
Askren's kind of like a knockoff GSP. He's kind of like Brock Lesnar. Like, he just keeps people... He's not like Khabib because Khabib's like...
Khabib.
He's the first person to ever be like that, but he, like, holds him down, and Khabib's just so good at holding him down. But yeah. Bye, DJ. I told you I heard this in class. Like, I got a notification on my phone, and my jaw was literally just open. Like, people probably thought someone I got some horrific news of my family.
Yeah.
But no, I just saw Demetrius Johnson got traded. That's so weird. Apparently, this is very close to being done. Like, it's not officially, but it's done. So, yeah. Yeah, other than that, you go see Derek Lewis. He was talking about his cardio, and he says it's still bad. He's never fought a 5-rounder, I don't think.
Why'd you take your shorts off?
My balls was hot.
My balls was hot. That's what a man says.
A man says that. But yeah, I don't know. He's going to get pieced up. So my dad, he's going to think Brock's going to destroy Daniel Cormier, right? But I told him so Cain Velasquez, his like anniversary of beating Brock Lesnar, like destroying him, was like a couple days ago. I sent him that, and he said that he was 65% at best, Brock Lesnar. And then I shot back at him. I said, well, he's about to be 45% when he fights DC because he's off the roids and he's 42 or something like that. So, what do you think of Brock Lesnar? You ever seen him fight?
I have not seen Brock Lesnar fight.
Only fake fights?
Just got into the UFC last year.
Well, I didn't know if I showed you something. I couldn't remember. But yeah, Brock is going to get destroyed. Write it down. So
Brock will get destroyed.
I think that wraps it up. You got any shout outs, buddy? I gave you the whole time to think about it this time.
I know you did. I
don't have one, but think of one. I'll think of one.
I can't think of one.
Really, dude?
Nothing significant really happened.
Okay.
I could just shout out Aaron Rodgers like I always do. That dude's
you could.
a god. He shed the knee brace this week. He's looking to shed the knee brace.
Really? How's he been looking? Running?
He was full participant in practice for the first time since injuring his knee this past Wednesday. So.
Really?
He's getting better. He's the healthiest he's been all season. They played 7-0 Rams. And I'm missing that game on Sunday. I'm kind of scared.
Yikes. You work?
Yep.
That's a rip, dude. What time is it?
4:25. I get off at 7, so I'm pretty much getting off right when it ends.
I'm missing the Michigan game, too.
Yep.
Did I tell you? So I looked at my schedule. I was like 4 to close. I was like, dope. They're supposed to play at 12:30. It got moved up to 3:45, dude. I haven't watched a Michigan game in forever. Like when it's happening, it's a shame. All I know is definitely not going in for the Ohio State game. Tell them that right now. Listen, fire me. Do it. Not coming in. Sorry. All right, my shout out. Sony Michel, get better, dog. His knee got twisted pretty bad.
Has there been anything official on that?
He's listed as doubtful.
So it wasn't a tear or anything?
No.
Crazy?
No, I don't think so. But yeah, he should be good in a couple weeks. But hopefully, dude. Hopefully.
So promising.
Please.
Even though he runs so weird.
Maybe this will make him run better.
Sony Michel may return before Patriots bye week.
When is that?
Reportedly, only miss a week or two. Could return before the bye.
Just set him till after the bye.
This was reported today.
Really? Wow. Breaking news. All right. So that's all for this episode of the Untitled Podcast between myself and Lorenzo Roach and my dog. Yeah. No announcements or anything. Still trying to get on Spotify. They barely let anyone on, so we'll see.
The grind.
We'll grind it. iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube. And that's it. Have a great day, Roach. Good job, buddy. I can't wait to beat you in poker later.
Can't wait.